Hey there, you guys! The year 2024 is full of novelties in cinema. To start the year on the right foot, let's talk about the main premieres that are coming to theaters soon. Before continuing, I ask you to leave your like, subscribe to our channel by activating the bell, as this will help us greatly to continue to bring content like this to you. Also, don't forget to comment and share with friends. Now no more long. Anyone But You. Cast: Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell, Alexandra Shipp. Director: Will Gluck. Genre: comedy. Runtime: 103 minutes. Distributor: Sony Pictures. Budget: $25 million. Release date: January 25, 2024. Synopsis: after an amazing first date, Bea and Ben's fiery attraction cools off until they unexpectedly run into each other at a wedding in Australia. So, they do what any two mature adults would do: pretend to be a couple. Facts: in addition to directing, Will Gluck Truth co-wrote the screenplay with Ilana Walpert, High School Musical. Joe Roth, Jeff Kirschenbaum, Sweeney, and Gluck produce. The romantic comedy opens with a 64% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Past lives. Cast: Greta Lee, Teo Yu, John Magaro. Director: Celine Song. Genre: drama. Runtime: 105 minutes. Distributor: California Filmace. Budget: not disclosed. Release date: January 25, 2024. Synopsis: Nora and Hae-sung, two deeply connected childhood friends, are separated after Nora's family decides to leave South Korea. 20 years later, they reunite in New York for a fateful week as they confront notions of fate, love, and the choices that shape a life. Review: Past Lives manages to be feel-good without ever falling into the trap of cuteness. Facts: in addition to directing, Celine Song is also responsible for the screenplay. Baghead. Cast: Freya Allen, Peter Mullen, Saffron Burrows. Director: Alberto Corredor. Genre: horror. Runtime: 94 minutes. Distributor: Imagem Filmace. Budget: $4 million. Release date: February 8, 2024. Synopsis: after the death of her father, Iris inherits an old bar and comes face to face with a dark secret. The place houses an entity capable of possessing the dead. Tempted to explore the creature's powers and help desperate people in exchange for money, Iris delves into dangerous territory. Now, along with her best friend Katie, she must fight to keep control of Baghead and find out how to destroy it before it destroys them. Facts: Christina Pamies, Bryce McGuire, and Lorcan Riley wrote the screenplay for the film. Tout le monde aime Jean. Cast: Blanche Gardin, Laurent Lafitte, Maxence Toul, Nuno Lopez. Director: Celine DeVoe. Genre: drama. Runtime: 95 minutes. Distributor: Imavision. Budget: not disclosed. Release date: February 8, 2024. Synopsis: Jean goes to Lisbon with plans to pay off her debt by selling her mother's apartment. At the airport, she meets Jean, an eccentric and somewhat intrusive former high school friend. Facts: in addition to directing, Celine DeVoe also wrote the screenplay for the film. The Color Purple. Cast: Taraji P. Henson, Elizabeth Marvel, Halle Bailey, Danielle Brooks. Director: Blitz Bazabule. Genre: musical. Runtime: 140 minutes. Distributor: Warner Brothers. Budget: $50 million. Release date: February 8, 2024. Synopsis: Celie has lived a hard life, the target of violence from her father and husband. Her sister too. She shares her sadness in letters to a missionary in Africa. But when Shug and Sophia enter her life, she reveals a positive and hopeful spirit. Review: The Color Purple. Blitz Bazabule delivers a hopeful and sweet version of the iconic literature classic. Facts: The production is based on the novel of the same name by Masha and the Bear, full-length animated film to premiere in February. Cast: Yulia Zunikova, Boris Kutnovich, Artyom Bozutin. Directors: Roger Allers, Christopher Jenkins, Artyom Naumov, Tony Bancroft. Genre: animation. Running time: 75 minutes. Distributor: Paris Filmace. Budget: $10 million. Release date: February 15, 2024. Synopsis: buckle up and embark on a fun-filled adventure between the forest and the city. The journey begins with the mission to witness the most beautiful event of all, a wedding. But be prepared, because when Masha is around, wild and hilarious antics can happen, such as a cake cart race, an improvised parachute with the bride's veil, and a chase of mischievous pigeons. And more. On the way back to the city, there's an exciting Christmas fairy tale starring Masha and her new friend January. They join the 12 Months Wizards to save the holidays and make them truly unforgettable. It's a journey full of laughter and enchantment. The real adventure is about to begin. Trivia: the film is based on the popular animated series of the same name. Madam Web. Cast: Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Isabella Merced, Celeste O'Connor, Emma Roberts, Tahar Rahim, Mike Epps, Adam Scott, Zosia Mamet. Director: Hesitant Face. J. Clarkson. Genre: action. Running time: 1h 52 minutes. Distributor: Sony Pictures. Budget: $120 million. Release date: February 15, 2024. Synopsis: meanwhile, in another universe, Madam Web tells the story of the solo origin story of one of Marvel's most enigmatic heroines. The thriller stars Dakota Johnson as Cassandra Webb, a paramedic in Manhattan who may have clairvoyant abilities. Forced to confront revelations about her past, she forges a relationship with three young people destined for powerful futures if they can survive the threatening present. Trivia: Madam Web is a Marvel Comics character who has crossed paths with Spider-Man. Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless, writers of Morbius, wrote the screenplay. In the comics, Madam Web appeared in the 1980s as an elderly woman trapped in a system resembling Web's that give her life support and with clairvoyant powers and psychic abilities. Emma Roberts, Scream 4, will play Mary Parker, the mother of Peter Parker in the new Spider-Verse film. Bob Marley, One Love. Cast: Kingsley Benadir, Lashana Lynch, Jesse Cilio. Director: Reynaldo Marcus Green. Genre: biography. Running time: 120 minutes. Distributor: Paramount Pictures. Budget: $20 million. Release date: February 15, 2024. Synopsis: the production celebrates the life and music of Bob Marley, an icon who inspired generations through his message of love and unity, exploring the powerful story of overcoming adversity and the journey behind his revolutionary music. Trivia: James Norton, Tosin Cole, Anthony Welsh, Michael Gandolfini, Umi Myers, and Nadine Marshall complete the cast. The Iron Claw. Cast: Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dickinson, Lily James. Director: Sean Durkin. Genre: drama. Running time: 130 minutes. Distributor: California Filmace. Budget: $7 million. Release date: February 22, 2024. Synopsis: the true story of the inseparable Von Erich brothers who made history in the extremely competitive world of professional wrestling in the early 1980s. Trivia: in addition to directing, Ferrari. Cast: Adam Driver, Penelope Cruz, Shailene Woodley. Director: Michael Mann. Genre: biography. Running time: 130 minutes. Distributor: Diamond Films. Budget: 110 million US dollars. Release date: February 22, 2024. Synopsis: the story is set in the summer of 1957 and follows Enzo Ferrari, a former racing driver who is in crisis. Bankruptcy looms for the company he and his wife, Laura, have built over the past 10 years. Their marriage is also in turmoil due to the grief of one son's death and the recognition of another. He then decides to defy all odds and bet on a 1,000-mile race across Italy, the famous Mille Miglia. Trivia: in addition to directing, Michael Mann also co-wrote the screenplay with Brock Yates and Troy Kennedy Martin. Ferrari is much more than the story of a man and his machine. It's an extraordinary and exciting story that Michael has been developing for years, and everyone at SDX is eager to start production with this dream cast and filmmaker. Adam Driver is one of the most talented and fascinating actors we've ever worked with, and we couldn't be more excited to have him alongside Penelope, a living legend, said SDX Entertainment Chairman Adam Fogelson. Additional information: the film is based on the book Ferrari, The Man and the Machine by Brock Yates. The Mille Miglia is a long-distance road race that takes place in Italy. It was held annually from 1927 to 1957 and was known for its dangerous and challenging course. The Summer with Carmen. Cast: Yorgos Scientillas, Andreas Laberpoulos, Nicholas Mijas. Director: Zacharias Mavroidis. Genre: comedy. Running time: 106 minutes. Distributor: Imavision. Budget: not disclosed. Release date: February 22, 2024. Synopsis: while spending their days in the waters of a sunny beach in Athens, best friends Demos and Nikitas revisit the unforgettable and cinematic memories of the past summer. During this time, the memories come to life under the perspective of turning them into a screenplay for Nikita's first feature film. As they imagine their lives as a movie, pending conflicts arise, shaking their colorful friendship. Trivia: in addition to directing, Zacharias Mavroidis also co-wrote the screenplay with Fondas Kalatsis. Additional information: the film is based on the Greek novel To Kalikari Tis Carmen by Fondas Kalatsis. The film has been praised for its refreshing portrayal of LGBTQ+ relationships. The Blue Whale. Cast: Anastasia Bratyun, Timofey Yeletsky, Daniil Kiselev. Director: Anna Zaitseva. Genre: horror. Duration: 91 minutes. Distributor: Paris Filmace. Budget: not disclosed. Release date: February 22, 2024. Synopsis: a cruel game is being played by many teenagers. Amidst the chaos, a young woman tries to find out what really happened to her sister, unaware of the risks of becoming herself a victim of the death game. Dune Part 2. The cast includes Timothée Chalamet, Florence Pugh, Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, Dave Bautista, and Javier Bardem, directed by Denis Villeneuve. The movie is of adventure genre with a runtime of 166 minutes and distributed by Warner Brothers. The movie had a budget of $150 million and is set to release on February 29, 2024. The movie's synopsis is as follows. In Dune, Part 2, Paul Atreides joins forces with Chani and the Freeman as he seeks revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family. Facing a choice between the love of his life and the fate of the universe, he must avoid a terrible future that only he can predict. Some trivia about the movie. Denis Villeneuve returns to the director's chair. The cast includes returning actors Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Zendaya, and Josh Brolin, as well as introducing Florence Pugh, Austin Butler, Christopher Walken, and Sahila Yaqub. Léa Seydoux, 007. No Time to Die will play Lady Margot, an ally of the Sisterhood. Florence Pugh will play Princess Irulan Carino. Carino is the eldest daughter of the 81st Padishah Emperor Shaddam Carino IV, as well as the wife, in title only, of Emperor Paul Atreides, and an important historian who chronicled the events of Paul's ascension to the imperial throne. The first movie was released simultaneously in theaters and on HBO Max in North America and grossed over $400 million worldwide. La Servienta. Cast: Cristina González del Valle, Carmenade Suara, Carolina Aller. The movie is directed by Pablo Moreno and has a duration of 111 minutes. The genre is drama and the distributor is Colby Arte Producos. The budget was not disclosed. The movie will be released on February 29, 2024. Synopsis: Vicenta Maria lived almost 200 years ago. From a very young age, she felt the vocation to protect other women of her time who did not have the same opportunities and sought to emigrate from their villages to the big cities, in many cases with few economic resources. Lyra, a domestic worker who fled from Ukraine, has just been arrested on charges of theft. In prison, she meets Julia and Michaela, two prostitutes, to whom she tells the story of the woman who changed her life. Can one woman's decision change the course of history for thousands of others? Some curiosities about the movie. In addition to directing, Pablo Moreno also wrote the script for the film. The movie is not based on the Blue Whale game, as mentioned in some sources. It is a drama that tells the story of Vicenta Maria, a woman who lived almost 200 years ago and dedicated her life to protecting other women. All of Us Strangers. In All of U.S. Strangers, Adam is a lonely 40-year-old author who falls in love with his neighbor Harry in London. As their relationship develops, Adam is mysteriously drawn back to the house where he grew up, abandoned by his family long ago. There, he comes face to face with his parents, although they tragically died in his childhood. Cast: Paul Mescal, Andrew Scott, Claire Foy, Jamie Bell. Director: Andrew Hay. Genre: drama. Duration: 105 minutes. Distributor: 20th Century Studios. Budget: $10 million US. Release date: February 29, 2024. Trivia: the film is based on the book Strangers, written by Taichi Yamada, originally released in 1987. No Way Up. Cast: Colm Meaney, Phyllis Logan, Will Attenborough, Dorico Claudio Fad, Gennaro Suspense, Duracao Sem Informacos, Distribuidora Diamond Films, Orçamento Neo Informado, Estria 7 de Marco de 2024. Synopsis: Sobrevivência vu precisam se unir quando seu avião cai no Oceano Pacífico. Quando o avião para peregrinação perto de beira de uma ravina com os passageiros e tripulantes sobreviventes presos numa bolsa de ar, inicia-se uma luta aterrorizante pela sobrevivência. Com o abastecimento de ar acabando e perigoso surgirem por todos os lados. Curiosidades: Andy Mason, produtor de Cacada ao Presidente e Armas em Jogo, assina o roteiro. Imaginary. Cast: Colm Meaney, Phyllis Logan, Will Attenborough. Director: Claudio Fad. Genre: suspense. Duration: no information available. Distributor: Diamond Films. Budget: not disclosed. Release date: March 7, 2024. Synopsis: survivors of a flight must band together when their plane crashes in the Pacific Ocean. When the plane comes dangerously close to the edge of a ravine with surviving passengers and crew trapped in an air pocket, a terrifying fight for survival begins, with air supply running out and dangers emerging from all sides. Trivia: Andy Mason, producer of Hunter Killer and The Hitman's Bodyguard, wrote the screenplay. Leave. Cast: Alicia von Rittberg, Herman Tamaraz, Stigar Amdam. Director: Alex Herron. Genre: horror. Duration: 96 minutes. Distributor, PlayArte. Budget, $1.8 million US. Premiere, March 14, 2024. Synopsis. A young woman tries to find her origins after being abandoned as a child in a cemetery wrapped in a cloth with satanic symbols. As she approaches the answers, an evil spirit warns her to leave. Trivia. Thomas Moldestad, from the Norwegian slasher Frozen in Fear, signs the script. Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Cast: Dan Stevens, Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry. Director, Adam Wingard. Genre, action. Duration, not informed. Distributor, Warner Brothers. Budget, not informed. Premiere, March 14, 2024. Synopsis. The legendary titans, Godzilla and Kong, will have to form an unexpected partnership to face a world-ending threat so terrifying that neither of them, alone, could survive it. Trivia. Kaylee Hoddle will return as Jia, reprising her role from Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. This film will mark the fifth chapter of the MonsterVerse series from Legendary Entertainment. Godzilla vs. Kong 2 had its panel canceled at San Diego Comic-Con. Godzilla vs. Kong 2 will have a beach attack scene in Rio de Janeiro. Mother's Instinct. Cast: Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, Josh Charles. Director, Benoit Delhomme. Genre, drama. Duration, 94 minutes. Distributor, Imagem Filmace. Budget, not disclosed. Premiere, March 21, 2024. Synopsis. Set in the early 1960s, the film tells the story of two best friends and neighbors, Alice and Celine, who have an idyllic and traditional lifestyle that includes manicure sessions, successful husbands, and children of the same age. However, this perfect harmony is called into question after a tragic accident. Guilt, suspicion, and paranoia combine to destroy the fraternal bonds they have, and a psychological battle begins as maternal instincts reveal their darkest side. Trivia. The feature film is based on the novel Derrière la Haine by Barbara Abel. The story had previously been adapted into the Belgian film of the same name directed by Olivier Massetepas. Kung Fu Panda 4. Cast: Jack Black, Viola Davis, Chameleon. Angelina Jolie, Tigress. Seth Rogen, Mantis. Jackie Chan, Monkey. Lucy Liu, Viper. Dustin Hoffman, Master Shifu. James Hong, Mr. Ping. Director, Mike Mitchell, Stephanie Stein. Genre, animation. Duration, not disclosed. Distributor, Universal Pictures. Budget, $150 million US. Premiere, March 21, 2024. Synopsis. This spring, for the first time in almost a decade, comedy star Jack Black returns to the role of Pa, the most unlikely kung fu master in the world, with a hilarious new chapter in DreamWorks Animation's beloved action comedy franchise, Kung Fu Panda 4. After 3 life-risking adventures to defeat the most powerful villains with his unparalleled courage and incredible martial arts skills, Pa, the Dragon Warrior, Jack Black, Golden Globe nominee, is called by destiny to... Oh, come on. Well, to be more precise, Pa has been chosen to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. Correct the text below. The choice is problematic for several obvious reasons. First, Pa knows as much about spiritual leadership as he does about the Paleolithic diet. In addition, he needs to find and train a new dragon warrior as quickly as possible before taking on his new imposing position. Worse still, a wicked and powerful sorceress, the chameleon Viola Davis, Oscar winner, a small female lizard who can transform into any creature, large or small, was recently seen in the Valley of Peace. Chameleon is eyeing, with her bright and greedy little eyes, Poe's Staff of Wisdom, which would give her the power to bring back all the villainous masters already defeated by Pa to the spiritual realm. So, of course, Pa will need help. He finds it more or less In the quick and clever Thiefchen, Awkwafina, Golden Globe winner, a step fox who drives crazy, but whose skills will be invaluable. In their crusade to protect the Valley of Peace from the reptilian claws of the chameleon, the two will form an unusual duo and learn to work together. With that, Pa will end up discovering that heroes can emerge from the most unexpected places and moments. Curiosities. Kung Fu Panda 4 features the voice talent of Dustin Hoffman, Oscar winner as Kung Fu Master Shifu, James Hong, Everything Everywhere at Once as Poe's adoptive father, Mr. Ping, Bryan Cranston, Oscar nominee as Poe's biological father, Lee, and Ian McShane, Emmy nominee as Tai Lung, former student and archenemy of Master Shifu. Oscar-winning actor Ke Huy Quan, Everything Everywhere at Once, joins the cast as Han, the leader of the Thieves' Den, a new character in the franchise. Kung Fu Panda 4 is directed by Mike Mitchell, Trolls, Shrek Forever After, and co-directed by Stephanie Ma Stein, Shiare and the Princesses of Power series. Rebecca Huntley, The Bad Guys, produces. In 2008, Kung Fu Panda, the Oscar-nominated inaugural chapter, became DreamWorks Animation's highest-grossing original animated film and launched a franchise that grossed over $1.8 billion at the box office worldwide. This will be the 47th animated feature from DreamWorks Animation. From the same director of Sky High, Super School of Heroes, Shrek Forever After, and Trolls. Dream scenario. Cast: Lily Bird, Nicolas Cage, Julianne Nicholson. Director: Christopher Borgli. Genre: comedy. Duration: 100 minutes. Distributor: not informed. Budget: not informed. Premiere: March 28, 2024. Synopsis. An unhappy family man sees his life turned upside down when millions of strangers suddenly start seeing him in their dreams. When his nightly appearances take a turn for the worse, Paul is forced to navigate his new stardom. Trivia. In addition to directing, Christopher Borgli also wrote the script for the film. Ari Aster, Midsommar, The Evil Does Not Wait for the Night, serves as a producer. According to my research, the cast of Dream Scenario consists of Lily Bird, Nicolas Cage, and Julianne Nicholson. The movie is directed by Christopher Borgli and is a comedy with a duration of 100 minutes. The distributor and budget of the film have not been informed. The premiere is scheduled for March 28, 2024. In addition to directing, Christopher Borgli also wrote the script for the film. Ari Aster, Midsommar, The Evil Does Not Wait for the Night, serves as a producer. Someday we'll tell each other everything. The cast of the movie includes Marlene Burrow, Felix Kramer, and Cedric Ike. The director is Emily Atef. The movie is a drama with a duration of 129 minutes and distributed by Imavision. The budget was not disclosed and the premiere is scheduled for March 28, 2024. The synopsis of the movie is as follows: 1990. The Berlin Wall has fallen and it's the last summer in East Germany before reunification. Maria is about to turn 19 and lives with her boyfriend on his parents' farm. She prefers to lose herself in books rather than focus on graduation when she bumps into Henner, the neighboring farmer. A touch is all it takes to ignite a devastating passion between Maria and the rustic, obstinate man twice her age. In an atmosphere full of possibilities, a secret passion full of heat and desire that devours everything in its path is born. Some curiosities about the movie are: Emily Atef, besides directing, also co-wrote the script with Daniela Kreen. Did you like the content? Stay with us for part 2. Then leave your like, subscribe to our channel, and share with your friends. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.